Hi everybody, it is Julie from Nobody's Beauty Guru. Thank you for joining me here on my channel today. If you're new to my channel, please stick around, click subscribe. I put out makeup videos every Tuesday and Thursday, or at least that's my general goal. I know you're watching this on a Wednesday. It's because this is a very special collab started by Stephanie. I will have her channel linked down below. We are going to be doing a Sweethearts Get Ready With Me for Valentine's Day. So if you're interested in how I got this look, just keep watching. So this is a collab that was created by Stephanie. I will have Stephanie's channel linked down below. Stephanie is such an adorable little pixie and I love her so much. Stephanie reached out to a whole bunch of different beauty YouTubers and asked if we would be interested in doing a collab for Valentine's Day to go up on Valentine's Day of a Get Ready With Me. So I'm going to do the look that I've just kind of been running to most lately because I happen to really love it, and a lot of you guys have been asking for a tutorial on it and I haven't done one yet. So I'm going to do one whether it matches my pink shirt or not, but I did put on pink for Valentine's Day. I'm using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This isn't a project, so I'm trying to use this up. I don't love it, I don't think. It is 12:40 and yes, I just woke up. I have not had a 9 to 5 since September when the family that I was nannying for didn't need me anymore. I started my own business doing professional editing, novel editing, document editing, stuff like that. I'm going to use Vanilla Bean here to set from Makeup Geek. I've been working on my own books. For those of you that don't know, I am an author and I do have a booktube channel which will be listed down below, a published series of flash fiction and poetry, and that is called Shoot Down the Wendy Bird. You can get that on Amazon, Barnes & Noble's, Book Depository. If you're international, pretty much anywhere you look, you can find my book. Always wanted to do a full-length novel. Last year, I wrote my first full-length fantasy novel, and I finished book 1, and then I did edits on book 1, still editing book 1, and also writing book 2. I got to about 100,000 words on book 1. Book 2 is at around 20. I'm going to use this MAC shadow that has no name, and I'm going to put that through my crease. This is one of the things that I want to pan this year. It is so old. I owned this back when MAC was still cruelty-free, and they definitely aren't anymore. And I just want to use it up. A big long story just basically to say that my schedule's all out of whack because basically I stay home, I edit, I write, I do booktube videos, I do these videos, dog sitting my sister's dog, helping my mother with stuff with real estate, doing stuff here and there. I've gotten a couple different editing jobs for manuscripts for novels, and I've been working on those during the day. But really, my time is my own, and I can make my own schedule. I feel like my life has been like a story of woes lately. It's been ridiculous. I also was in an altercation with my sister's dog. Not an altercation with my dog, with the dog. The dog's fine. I'm fine. We're all fine. But I was walking the dog in the daylight at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and a raccoon came running, charging at us, making horrible noises, and like acting all funky. So the dog went the vet, got his booster shot for rabies, and then I had to go and get shots for rabies because this thing should have been out in the middle of the day. I'm using Cruise and Chic by e.l.f. It's one of their cream shadows. I'm trying to finish it up on just like a Morphe synthetic brush. I'm going to use that all over the lid. And the dog, when the raccoon came at us, the dog caught it by the neck and killed it. But I was trying to shake the dog off of the raccoon. The dog didn't let go of the raccoon until the raccoon was dead, essentially. And I got cut and I got scratched in the process, and I didn't know what was from the dog, what was from the raccoon, and they said I had to go get shots. So I went and I got shots. If you don't know, they don't mess around with rabies because rabies is deadly. Like if you come into contact with rabies, 98% of people that come into contact with rabies just die. Like there's no getting sick, you just die. So you have to get treatment. So I went to the ER and I started getting these shots for rabies. I had to get the vaccination, which is a set of 4 shots, and I got the first one that day. And then I had to go back 3 days later, 7 days later, and a week later. So I go for my last one tomorrow. Today's the 1st. I go for my last one tomorrow. And then I had to get a series of like weight-based shots, and your girl's large. Basically immediately send the immunization to my body so that I don't develop rabies, which is fine. I don't want to die. So I said, you know, do what you have to do. I ended up getting 11 shots that first Friday night. It was not fun. I didn't feel good. I felt really shoddy afterwards because your body just can't process that much medicine. I had a team of 3 different doctors surrounding me, and each one of the doctors had needles in their hands, and they were all giving me needles at the same exact time. It was horrific. My thighs, I got needles in my arms, I got needles in my hips, I got needles in my butt. I was a pincushion. These are my e.l.f. makeup wipes. I'm just cleaning up underneath. It was not fun. I had a lot of soreness and body aches and headaches and fatigue and just general yuckness from that much medicine pumping through my body. That's kind of what my life has been lately. It's just trying to finish out these shots. So I'm going to use ColourPop right here. This is Glass Bowl, and I've been loving it. I think this is like the perfect trio. And I just use the e.l.f. as a base so that it has something to kind of stick to and get a little bit more reflecty off of. But how pretty is that? And you can use a brush with this, but I just press it in with my finger because I like the way it looks a little bit better. But like, how gorgeous is that color? Oh, I can't stand it. I got Glass Bowl and I was like, I'm never going to use it. Like, when am I ever going to use this color? It's got like a bluey duochrome to it. I'm not really like a cool shadow person, but I think it works really well with this mauve-y shade. I have found that I really, really just love this makeup look, and I'll finish it off with a little bit of liner and obviously the rest of the makeup, but put a little bit more of this out in the outer V. I can darken this up sometimes with another shadow. My life is really busy. Like, for not having like an official job, I'm very, very busy, like all the time. I don't mind that. I actually really like that. So I'm going to use my Makeup Geek single in Corrupt, and I just use this on a liner brush, and I'm just going to push this, stamp this in as my liner. This is what I do all the time, and I do this before I do any face makeup, just because there is fallout with like a liner like this. I like to clean it up before I go in with moisturizer, because I am not doing foundation. All I do now is a moisturizer, and that's kind of it. Like, just thicken up that lash line, guys. And that's kind of the look. My baby sister is getting married in August, and she is going out on Valentine's Day with her fiance. They're actually going to a restaurant with my parents. They're going to double date with my parents. She's like, why don't you come with us? I was like, that's very sweet of you, but I'm no. So I'll just be hanging out, doing the same thing I always do. Bring you out just a little bit more so you can see my whole face. And I'm going to use my Too Faced Hangover RX, and I just put this all over my face. I don't like this. I don't think it does very much by way of moisturizing. I don't think it does much by way of priming. I'm pretty much just using it as a moisturizer and trying to run through it because I don't like it. That is done. What I do now is a little bit of under eye. So I have my Catrice Camouflage. I hate this stuff. It creases really, really bad under my eyes. I don't like it, but I'm trying to finish it up. I did hit pan on it. I got baby pan in the middle, but I hate this stuff. It's really not great. It does help camouflage those under eyes, but it creases. It's one of those things that like maybe mixed with a foundation it wouldn't be so bad, but because I don't use foundation, it just doesn't look great. I'm just going to kind of cover that little red spot. I'm just going to use this big fluffy brush. This looks like it's been used. It hasn't. It's just been used for this. I could use a damp sponge. I just don't have one damp right here. Also, guys, I'm cracking up. My mom for Christmas got me, where'd they go? These sponges from BC Cosmetics. They're finger sponges. It's got like a hole in the bottom, and it's a finger sponge. You tap it out. Oh, these are hard. Well, it's also dry. Oh, that's funny. Then I cover that up just a tiny little bit with my Wet n Wild concealer, the Photo Focus concealer, which is in a little contact case because I depotted it. Let's use this thing again. I have my Coty Airspun in a little tiny travel case, and I've got like a little setting brush from Real Techniques. I don't bake, I just kind of dust it on there, make sure that it's set. Because again, when you're panning stuff, you have to like use it, even if I don't have like a technical need for it. I do want to use bronzer and contour and blush, so a part of me still needs to set my moisturizer or else it would be really, really streaky. The other part of me is like, my skin doesn't really need all that powder. So what do? You just try to make it work. Hourglass Mineral Veil Palette, Up and Up from Target powder brush, and I legitimately go everywhere. Like, I don't it doesn't matter. And it does give me like a luminous glow, which I appreciate. The tones in this, I love it when people are like, you can use this for bronzing, you can use this for highlighting, you can use, I'm like, no, I can't. Way too light, and they don't show up at all on my skin. So I feel like I've been concentrating on this side more than this orange side. Do I see a reason to spend $65 on this powder? Absolutely not. I'm using my Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer. This is in a project, or was in a project, to use up. I wanted to hit pan on this. I had this in Peeping Pan, and I hit pan easy because this was a repress. This used to have a shimmer side and a matte side, and I repressed it, and now it's just like one big lump of bronzer. But it does warm up my face nice, and I really would like to just move it out of my collection. My camera overheated, so I had to pause it for a little bit. So I did my bronzing. I'm going to do my contouring. Spoiler alert for people that are following me on the Peeping Pan project. I will use that as a crease color. So that's like a smaller brush that kind of made that pan, because I use it with an eyeshadow brush as well. But once I had pan on that, it kind of moved. I don't feel like I understand what to do with contour. I'm not gonna lie. And without wearing foundation, I feel like you can very easily go overboard. I probably look like I'm overboard every single day. Trust me, it'll be in the comments if it is. I'm using the Bite Beauty multi-stick in Gelato. And the way that I do that is to put some on the back of my hand. Otherwise, I can't get like a stipple brush on there. Stipple, so that the whole brush kind of gets covered. And then I cheek it. And I really, really do love this color. And that's it. I know that it might seem wasteful, but like I can't run it onto my face, and I can't like run my brush over it, or it picks up too much. I don't feel too wasteful. Trust me, it's a product I love, so I would not waste it. I'm gonna line my lower lash line with a little bit of this mauve shade. The channel name is Nobody's Beauty Guru. Like I am not a makeup person outside of just enjoying using it. And then I have a little tiny precision brush from Real Techniques. I'm just gonna get a little bit of that glass bowl on there and pop it in my inner corner. Because I'm using a sample mascara that tends to be dry and flaky, I don't know why, but I've been running through sample mascaras because they're new, but when I use them, I get like these like mascara flakes underneath my cheeks. So I'm not gonna put my highlighter on until after I'm done with the rest of my face. I'm gonna do that last. Otherwise, I feel like when I brush off the mascara flakes, I brush off my highlighter. We're gonna move on to brows, which everybody hates on me. Trust me guys, I get it. I don't like them either. I'm using the Ofra eyebrow pencil in Universal. I don't know, it's my only eyebrow pencil that I have right now, and I'm just trying to use it up. So basically, I just kind of do a general shape, and then I will use a tinted brow gel from Essence to just kind of run through them. I don't do a ton to my brows, honestly. This is just what my brows look like. I'm just kind of filling in this sparser areas. This is a waxier consistency, so I will run through this with a brush just because it can be a little strong. And I don't spend a ton of time on them. Why? Because no matter how I do them, somebody in the comments doesn't like it, so why bother? And then I use my Essence brow gel, and I just set those. Oh no. Since I don't have a true love in my life right now, I will go over a couple things that I am loving recently. I am loving contemporary books. So my booktube channel, I usually read a lot of fantasy, but I'm reading all contemporary for the month of February, and I'm very excited about that. I am loving Dua Lipa. She's a singer, and holy crap, she's so pretty, and her music is so catchy. I can't stop listening to it. So I've been loving her. Let's see what other life favorites I have. Oh, I'll show you. You ready for this? Girl Scout cookies. The Samoas, they're not Samoas anymore. These Keebler ones are so inexpensive, and they're the same cookie. They're literally the same cookie. And they're on sale right now because Girl Scout cookies are so freaking pricey. Ain't nobody got time for that. So those things, by all means, support your Girl Scouts. I get it. I don't personally know any Girl Scouts, so I don't have to feel bad about it, but they're so good. My inner rim here. I will sometimes use this pencil as well for like a liner, but I really like the powder for that, especially because it's a little bit softer, and with hooded eyes, I don't like to have too extreme of a liner. And then because I'm trying to pan it, I'm going to use this nude one on my bottom line. I hate this step. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. And then I'm trying to use up the Burberry mascara in Jet Black. It's cat lashes, it says. It's got like this unique shaped wand. I don't like it. I feel like this kind of a shape of a wand would be really, really great if it was natural bristle, but it's not, it's plastic. Personally, I don't think it does anything to my eyelashes. It does make them black, but it doesn't do anything else. It doesn't add length. It doesn't add volume. My lashes in general are pretty short and stubby. I also think I might do the, I don't think I've been tagged in it. Maybe I have by now, by the time this goes up. But there's like the My Makeup Style tag, and I really love it, and I keep watching everybody's, but I don't think I've been tagged yet. If I have, let me know, and I will give you credit in the description of my video. I kind of want to do it. Also, I have been shouted out in like some videos lately, and I am so appreciative. I love you guys so much. My fellow Julie shouted me out recently and called me brave for not wearing foundation. Girl, you don't have to wear foundation. There's people with giant channels like Jay Kissa and they don't wear foundation. I don't see the reason for it. I'm trying to finish this shadow up here. There's not very much, so I'm gonna use this stipple brush and just, I feel like the last time I used this, it looked like blue. Like it looked like there was something mixed in it. Steel as Kitten's already so soft. Let's see. I mean, ba-bam. I also go heavy with my highlighter because I flippin' love highlighter. To finish the look, I do something like Mauvey. Lumiere 2, which is a liquid lippy by ColourPop, and I've got to do filming after this, so I don't want to do anything crazy. And plus, if it's Valentine's Day and you want to go out with your lover, you don't want to get them like covered in red lipstick, right? I feel like a liquid lipstick is definitely the way to go. And you're going to want to go nude. And then that way, he can be looking you in the eyes, or she can be looking you in the eyes. If you want them to be looking you in the eyes, this is the way to go. I'm going to bring you in just a little bit so you can kind of see the finished look. So that's what I kind of end up with on the eyes. And the lips. Now that the makeup's done, the hair can come down. And this is my makeup look. So thank you so, so much to Stephanie for inviting me to be a part of the Sweethearts collab here for Valentine's Day. I will have everybody else listed down below, or you might be able to just look in YouTube for Sweethearts Get Ready With Me. This has been my makeup look. This is pretty much what I'm wearing in all my videos, booktube or makeup related lately, because I just love it so much. I'm gonna go film some other videos, including my favorites for this month. So look for this makeup look in my favorites video. But thank you so much for sitting with me while I've been doing my makeup. Hopefully I can edit this down to something that is manageable and consumable for you. If you like this video and you like me, be sure to check out down below for all of my social media links. That's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give me a big thumbs up. Have a very happy Valentine's Day wherever you are. Know that I love you. So there, you've officially got a Valentine. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.